Oh, look who finally decided to show up. Come on, grab a chair, darling. Pour yourself some tea. You're going to need it. The story I have for you today, trust me, it's hotter than this brew.
Yeah, let me guess. Another one of your royal gossip sessions. Look, you know I'm only here for the $5.
$5, huh? You're lucky I don't charge you, cheeky thing. But I'll let you off this time, because today we're diving into a story that'll make you forget all about that $5 bribe.
Well, it better be good. I've heard all this before. King loves queen, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you think you know? Well, you don't. This isn't your run-of-the-mill love story, kid. This is about a king who threw away his throne for a woman. Yes, a woman. And she shook the very foundations of the monarchy.
Wait, seriously? A king gave up his throne? For love? That sounds like a fairy tale. Was he really that obsessed?
Fairy tale? No, darling. This was a disaster. The headlines called it love, but let me tell you, it was a train wreck covered in diamonds. And at the heart of it, Wallis Simpson.
Wallis Simpson, the American divorcee. I mean, I've heard the name, but she caused all this?
Caused it? Oh, sweetheart, she didn't cause it, she exploited it. But sit tight. I'll explain everything. Let's go back. Before he was king, he was a playboy prince. Royal duties? Didn't care. The world loved him, sure, but his father, King George V, terrified.
Wait, what? His own dad was terrified of him, but he was the heir.
Terrified. The king said, after I'm dead, the boy will ruin himself in 12 months. Sounds harsh, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's ice cold.
Not cold, darling. Realism. Edward was reckless. He loved parties, women, the spotlight. He was basically a rock star, just living in a castle.
Okay, I get it. The guy who ends up in the tabloids every weekend.
Exactly. And his favorite hobby, married women. Yep, he loved them, thought they were safe, no strings attached.
Classy. So he didn't want commitment, just the fun.
Precisely. He thought it was a game, but he didn't realize this game was about to bite him back. Then came Wallis Simpson, not a princess, an American, and get this, she was married not once, but twice.
Hold up, 2 divorces and the prince still wanted her? I thought royals had rules against that stuff.
Rules? Edward didn't do rules, and neither did Wallis. She didn't bow down to anyone, not even him.
So what was her secret? Why her?
Smirking, darling. Control. She controlled him. She didn't need his money. She had his obsession. She treated him like a naughty schoolboy, and he loved it.
Wow, so she wore the pants in the relationship.
Oh, she wore the pants and the crown. Fast forward, January 1936. The old king dies, and Edward is suddenly King of England, a job he was definitely not ready for.
Great, the Playboy is in charge. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. Day 1, he breaks tradition. He stands at a window to watch his own proclamation, and guess who's standing right next to him?
Don't tell me Wallis.
Wallis, his mistress, in plain sight. That, my dear, was the beginning of the end. So now the government is panicking. Edward is king, but he wants to marry a twice-divorced woman. Big problem. Remember, he's the head of the church, and the church said no remarriage if the ex is alive.
Oof, so he was stuck. Church versus girlfriend.
Exactly. The Prime Minister gave him 3 choices. 1, dump Wallis. 2, marry her and cause a massive scandal. Or 3, quit.
Let me guess, he didn't dump her.
Nope, he chose love, or obsession. December 11th, 1936. He goes on the radio. imitating Edward, "I cannot carry this heavy burden without the woman I love."
Barf, without the woman I love. So dramatic.
Dramatic and disastrous. He walked away, and his poor brother George, the one who was terrified of public speaking, he had to take over. He had to clean up Edward's mess.
The stuttering brother? Man, that sucks for him.
It did. While George panicked, Edward packed his bags, off to Austria to wait for Wallis. But the story gets darker from here. Softly, cynically. Now, the wedding. You'd expect a grand event for a king who gave up everything for love, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was a king.
Wrong. It was a ghost town, a French chateau, quiet as a grave. And guess who wasn't invited?
Caraces, his family, mom, brothers, crickets.
Whispering. Not a soul. His mother? No. His brothers? No. The new king, George VI, forbade it. He didn't want anyone supporting this disaster.
Wow, that is harsh. Totally alone?
Cruel, isn't it? Edward stood there, looking small, realizing his family had turned their backs. But don't feel too bad for him yet, because this story goes from sad romance to dark treason.
Confused. Treason? Wait, what do you mean?
Just wait. Their honeymoon wasn't beaches and sunshine. No, darling. They went to Germany in 1937. Here is where it gets messy, real messy. They didn't just vanish. They went on a tour to Nazi Germany.
Germany in 1937? Are you kidding me?
Dead serious. A year before the war. And they didn't just sightsee, they had tea with Adolf Hitler.
No way. The former king had tea with Hitler? What the hell was he thinking?
He was thinking about his crown, darling. Hitler played him, treated Wallis like a queen, bowing, calling her Your Royal Highness. He ate it up.
So he thought the Nazis would help him get his throne back? That's insane. He sold out his country just to be king again?
He was willing to, but the British government, they weren't stupid. They knew they had to get rid of him. Churchill wasn't having it. He knew Edward was a ticking bomb in Europe, so he gave him a job, governor of the Bahamas.
The Bahamas? They sent a king to the beach to shut him up?
Basically, a third-class colony, Wallis called it. She hated it. The heat, the bugs, she complained non-stop.
Ah, poor Wallis, complaining about the heat while London was getting bombed? Classy.
Right. The Queen Mother is walking through rubble in London, and Wallis is whining about her mayonnaise melting. People hated her for it. Wistful. Edward felt guilty. She wasn't a queen, so he tried to buy her happiness, the only way he knew how.
Grinning, let me guess. Diamonds?
Oh, buckets of diamonds. Cartier, Van Cleef. He bought her so many gems, she needed a bodyguard just to walk down the street.
Impressive whistle. Walking treasure chest.
Somber. But look at the photos. He's looking at her with love. She's looking at the camera. Cold. Cold as the diamonds. Soft, slowing down. Eventually, the party ends. 1972, Edward is dying. Throat cancer. Alone.
Quietly. Did his family ever come?
Sighs. The Queen came, his niece, 10 days before he died. He was too weak to stand, but he put on a suit to bow to her. Can you imagine? Heartbreaking.
Murmuring, that's rough. He never got his family back.
No, and Wallis, she lived 14 more years, alone in Paris, mind gone, just asking over and over, where is the Duke?
Pause, deep hot. She got the jewels but lost everything else. Kind of makes you rethink what's important, huh?
Gentle smile. Exactly. Life isn't a fairy tale, kid. They wanted it all, but in the end, they had nothing.
Mischievous. Well, at least I'm still getting my $5.
You'll get your money, but tune in next week. I'm telling you about a queen who used makeup to poison her enemies.
Shocked. Poison makeup? Seriously?
Sly. Oh yes, don't forget to subscribe. The tea only gets hotter. Direct to camera, warm. That's it for today, darlings. Edward and Wallis, love story or mistake? Tell me in the comments and hit subscribe. You do not want to miss the Poison Queen next week.